the people say, well, what do you propose? There's a really good bill in Congress right now. It's H.R. 676, and it's basically Medicare for all, and it would cut costs, and it would it'd be a very sustainable program. We have a family of 4 daughters, and we've been spending a tremendous amount of money on health care to the point where it just got too expensive for us to afford. We are both self-employed, so I got a full-time job, and that helped. But one of our daughters has a major health problem, and she needs to get very expensive coverage because she has to take a very expensive medication.
I had one point of disagreement with President Obama on Wednesday night. At one point he said, I thought overstated, the question of the deficit is the question of medical care. Medical care is relevant, but to me, you cannot address the deficit, and I am very disappointed at some of those organizations, good government, reform-type organizations, that are talking about the need to reduce the deficit, who are ignoring the military budget. I am on the radio, and people call in and say, what about the deficit? And I say, or how are you going to pay for this health care, and what about the deficit? I begin to talk about the military budget, and they say, I'm not talking about that. Oh, but yes, you are. If we had not fought that war in Iraq, we could have paid for health care without any problem. And so we will have spent over $1 trillion in a war that did more damage than any conceivable good it did. I want to begin today, and I've just been looking for a chance to do this, to announce the time has come for us to mobilize to withdraw from Iraq much more quickly than the President plans. There is no reason to stay in Iraq until 2011. If you look at it today, the problems are internal disputes within Iraq. Tens of billions of dollars will be spent. I think the time has come, and I spoke to Jack Murtha about this, who says he agrees. I believe that we should now begin to insist that we withdraw from Iraq within no more than 6 months. Beyond that, I am supportive of this. I personally have been a supporter of single payer. And I would say, as the single payer, I support single payer because for the last 4 years, single payer has supported me. I've been on Medicare for the last 4 years. There was I borrow that from some professor at Harvard Law School of constitutional law who said, sir, do you support the Constitution? He said, indeed, for these many years it has supported me. And yes, I've been on a single-payer system. I will tell you this, and there are people from my office who are here, the first-rate people who do such good service for the people in our district. It's been my experience that if people call and complain that they have been unfairly treated in their medical insurance and they are on Medicare, we can sometimes be helpful. But if they are complaining that they have been arbitrarily and unfairly treated by a private insurance company, I have no power to do anything at all. And it is not my view that people would have preferred that.